This is Precalculus Onramps. Final review. I'm doing question 12 and 13. I paused for a second because I didn't remember if I already did question 11. All right, question 12. Given the function, blah, 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 identify all the following. So on the top, I'll divide 2, and then I'm left with x squared plus 2x minus 3. And on the bottom, I have x squared plus 4x plus 3. I want to see if there's two numbers that multiply to negative 3 and add to positive 2. Well, yes, 3 times negative 1. So this is going to be 2 on top times x plus 3 times x minus 1. And on the bottom, numbers that multiply to 3 and add to 4. That's 3 and 1. So this is x plus 3 and x plus 1. All right, so now I'm good. Y-intercept. To get the y-intercept, I set x equal to 0. I'm going to do it in the original function. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 4 times 0 is 0, minus 6. 0 squared is 0, plus 4 times 0 is 0, plus 3. Negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. So the y-intercept is 0, negative 2. And then the x-intercept, to find the x-intercept, I just set the top equal to 0. So, the 2 is just going to go away. So it's going to be x plus 3 times x minus 1 equals 0. But actually, I want it, at x plus 3, there's a hole. Does it have hole? Hole is going to be at x plus 3 equals 0. So x equals minus 3. So the hole is at minus 3 and then undefined. I guess they want you to put UND, or it doesn't say, but undefined, either one. Who knows? It's just negative 3 undefined. There is no y value when x is negative 3. So I'm going to ignore this one. That one is gone. So x minus 1 equals 0, x equals 1. The x-intercept is 1, 0. Horizontal asymptote. Remember, I didn't know if I could delete that circle there, but I don't think I can delete it without getting rid of the x squared. Remember, when the largest power is the same, then you just divide the coefficients, the number in front. 2 divided by 1 is 2, so this is y equals 2. If the largest power on the bottom is different, it's y equals 0. If the largest power on top, it's called the degree of the function, is bigger, there is no horizontal asymptote, but if it's only one bigger, there's a slant asymptote. Vertical asymptote, what did I do here? Oh, that was x minus 1. I thought I already did the vertical asymptote. Vertical asymptote, I want to make the bottom 0 after I've already gotten rid of the hole. So x plus 1 equals 0, x equals minus 1. And I think I have everything. So now let me just draw this graph on good old Desmos. I'm pretending that I'm doing this review online. And if I'm going to work the review online, I'm going to verify my answers. Number 1, so that I can get all the points. And number 2, because this is a review, I want to make sure I have everything right so I'm not learning the wrong way. And then when it comes test time, I get it all wrong. But you got to remember that you've got to be able to do this without a calculator or Desmos or whatever when you actually do it on the test. So this is helping me to understand it. So I've got a y-intercept at 0, negative 2. Yep. I have an x-intercept at 1. Yep. I have a horizontal asymptote at y equal 2. That means the end behavior. Yep. I have a vertical asymptote at x equal minus 1. Yep. I have a hole at negative 3. Negative 3 undefined. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what they're looking for there. Either the whole word undefined, but in other problems when things are undefined in this course, it has been UND. So I'm not sure which one to put. So that's question 12. And let me try number 13. I think 13, yes, 13 is of the same ilk. So I have to find out what all these different letters are, A, B, C, and D. And let me check this out. I have a hole at x equals minus 3. If I add 3 to both sides to find the factor, I get x plus 3. So x plus 3 is the factor. And let's see, I have an x plus 3 on the bottom. I do not have on the top, but I have x plus a. So A equals 3. I guess you could also say B is negative 3, because x minus negative 3, but I'm not sure if they accept negative values here. I don't think they do. So A is 3. So what else do I have? I'm just going to write the function as I have it. I've got x plus 3. I've got x plus 1. On the bottom, I have x plus 3. I'm just going to write in what I have so far. I know I have vertical asymptotes at x equals minus 2 and x equals 1. So if I add 2 to both sides, I get x plus 2, and then x, I subtract 1 from both sides, x minus 1 equals 0, x plus 2 equals 0. So the factors that I need on the bottom are x plus 2 and x minus 1. So C must be equal to, and D must be equal to 1, because x minus D. So then I've got x plus 2, and down here I've got x minus 1. The only thing I don't have is B, and how am I going to find? I've got a horizontal asymptote at y equals 1, but that's just x times x times x is x cubed, x times x times x is x cubed. The coefficient is 1, 1 divided by 1 is 1. So I guess I'll use the y-intercept, which is 2. So I've got x minus b still. So if I put in 0 for x, it should equal to 2. So 0 plus 3 is 3. 0 minus b is negative b. 0 plus 1 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Negative 3 times b. It's really negative b times 3 on top. And then I've got 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. 0 plus 3 is 3. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. And it has to equal to 2. Well, I can simplify this. This is b over 2. Negative 3 divided by negative 6 is 2. Equals 2. B equals 2 times 2 is 4. So B is 4. This is x minus 4. And now, again, I am doing this review at home. And so I'm going to check it, because A, I want all the points, and B, I want to make sure that I'm doing the question right, so that when it's test time, I have studied the right thing. So I get x plus 3 times x minus 4 times x plus 1 divided by x plus 2. Boy, oh boy, I'm going good. X minus 1 and x plus 3. And let's see, I have all my features. X-intercept is 4. Yes, 4, 0. Y-intercept is 2, 0, 2. Got it. I've got a vertical asymptote or horizontal asymptote at y equals 1. Yep. I've got vertical asymptotes at x equals minus 2 and x equals 1. I certainly do. So it's 3, 4, 2, 1. That is the answer to that one. And I think, is that the last one I can do of this kind? Let's see, 14. Yeah, 14 is something different. So yes, that is it.